3, 4. All right, everybody, here's my own arrangement of Curtis Loew fingerstyle version by Leonard Skinner. And so this is kind of how I play as far as how I use my right hand. And one thing you're going to notice about this is I don't really anchor my right hand to a lot of assignments or constant positions. So this one is definitely more challenging because of that reason. Now I'm going to try to change the format a little bit. I'm going to put the right hand fingering within the tab. You're going to see it in the tab labeled as PI or PIM, basically thumb, index, middle. And that's going to be above every note so that you can see either below or above. I can't remember, but you'll see. You'll see PI or PIM in the tablature, either below or above the notes. So anyway, that's going to explain what my right hand is doing in the tab. So I'm going to try to go quickly through this, through each section, and play it slow so you can see what's going on and save the talking for, well, I'm just not going to talk that much. Okay, and also you can use that tab to kind of slow down and loop any section. So you'll see that the loop button, and you can set it to whatever speed you want so that you can practice it with me and the video. And hopefully that experience will be a lot more easy for you to see what's going on and be able to practice. Okay, so I start off the intro like this. Okay, so that's my intro section. Now, my opening verse, I'm going to call out these chords and I'm going to play through all 1, 2, 3, 8 measures. Okay, 3, 4. Here's my E chord. Now my B chord, I'm going to play like this. And I'm using this open string 5 as that bass because it's a B. All right, then I'm back to 3, 4. Here's my E. Do it again. 3, 4. Now I'm going to go from A to F sharp. And my F sharp. Back to E. kind of idea, my B chord. Now my A7, last lick of the verse. So you'll notice I've got my hand kind of spread out weird over this chord where my thumb is taking care of 6, index on string 4, and my middle on string 2, right? So it's kind of a weird spread. And notice how I'm hammering on my pinky in my left hand to that 5th fret in order to get this. Okay, so that's your whole opening verse. Then the verse sounds like this. Here's my E, B, here's my A, right? And you can close that down. You can mute it after that last note. Now I'm going to go from E to B again, but the rhythm's a little bit different, and so is the melody. B, right? So I'll do it again. Here's E, B. Now my D5 looks like this. Okay, so index and ring off strings 3 and 5. Squishing these fingers together on 5, 4, and 3. And I'm trying to mute that last phrase and play on the back near the saddle. So, or at least mute the bass. Okay, then I'm back to my E. All opens, right? Then my B phrase sounds like that. I'm just playing the 2nd fret on the B strings, put it together. Then here's my A. Already seen that. Same phrase. And then we've seen this too. E to B. Now we're going to go from a D chord. Notice how I'm using my right hand. I'm starting with thumb and index, then thumb and index here on string 5 and 4. Then more thumb index. So, right? So a lot of thumb index on these lower strings. Now my chorus, 3, 4. Let me do it again. 3. Now my chorus, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm barring across. I'm going thumb, fingers, then I get this double stop in front. Using my index and my middle to grab all these double stops so far. Then back to nothing in front of the bar. Thumb, fingers, thumb. Just pinky in front. Grab index and middle. Right? And then this shape, ring finger on 7. That's the only thing in front of the bar. Pinch thumb, middle. Back to pinky in front only. Index and middle. Then bass. Then open up the high string. Oops, meant to get that open E. Then I'm going to go back to my open E. On the B string. I'm going to go to A like this and playing that fret on the high string pretty bluesy. Now back to my E chord, I've got more blues licks. Okay. Now my A chord again, this phrase. Right, and I'm using my index on the 3rd fret B string, hammering on my pinky on the 5th fret to get that melody note. So, sorry. Gotta raise my pinky up to the G string to get those 5s on string 3. Then I have, right, so I'm getting into the F sharp that way. Blues licks over the E to the 2nd fret on string 4, then wrapping my thumb, and I'm going thumb 1, pinch, hammering on my ring, pulling off, hitting the bass. Now I'm gonna hammer on my middle finger to the 3rd fret on string 3, then thumb 1, open. Okay, then I close it down. I kind of slow down time by going from E, just E, then I have this phrase over an A chord. And then basically I go back to that intro melody. Now I could go back to the verse. I could go back to the verse by concluding that intro melody with right, and you'll see it in the tab. So but for demo purposes, I was just going back to the intro. Okay, there you go. There's a quick breakdown. Use the new tab player to isolate any part you want to try to work through this. This is definitely advanced. This took me a long time, basically, I don't know, 2 or 3 months to kind of work up, figure out what sounds good, and then get it under my fingers. And I'm still trying to perfect it. So hope you enjoy that one, and hope to see you in the next lesson. All right. Thanks, everybody.